Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also known as Mark Zicree of Space Command. But I'm also Mark Zicree of Star Trek. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about that because we've got some great Star Trek perks for our new Kickstarter campaign from my personal collection. You can't get this stuff anywhere else. Let's talk about it. So I first started watching Star Trek when I was 10 years old when the show debuted, and I got to meet Nichelle Nichols, and I got to go on the set of the last episode ever shot of the original series. And all through that, I was collecting articles, photographs, letters, all sorts of stuff from the original show and then Star Trek Next Generation and on and on and on. Now, at the same time, once I got to be a teenager and then in my early 20s, I started getting to know the writers of the original Star Trek and was being mentored by them. And then I ultimately sold the story First Contact to Star Trek The Next Generation and Far Beyond the Stars to Deep Space Nine. And then I co-wrote, directed, and executive produced World Enough in Time, starring George Takei, which was nominated for the Hugo and the Nebula and won the TV Guide Award, and is here actually on Mr. Sci-Fi. You can watch the entire episode in its entirety. And but for our Kickstarter campaign for Space Command, these are some of the items you can get as perks, and they're amazing. First of all, there's a scan of my 2-volume Star Trek scrapbook that I kept when the show was originally on the air. It includes every TV guide listing for the original airing of Star Trek. It has special sections on William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelley, Nichelle Nichols, George Takei, Walter Koenig. It's got personal correspondence, letters written by Nichelle Nichols to me when I met her when I was a little kid. And of course, we just used Nichelle Nichols in Space Command, so we came full circle after over 50 years. And so you can get my entire Star Trek scrapbook as a scan, and it's phenomenal. Photographs, you name it. I mean, many of these articles no one has seen since they appeared back in 66, 67, 68. You can see them. Additionally, there's a scan of the Star Trek time capsule, which is when I was writing for Star Trek The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and so forth, they would give me a ton of different materials, and this also represents some of the work that I did on those shows. And so this is a scan of all the Star Trek time capsule material, again, only from my collection. This is the only place you can get it. And then finally, there's the Star Trek crate, the digital scan of the Star Trek crate. Now, this is a full crate of Star Trek stuff from when I was pitching for the show, when I was writing for the show, scripts, Bibles, all sorts of stuff. And so this is a digital scan of all that material, artwork, promo stuff, you name it. It's just irreplaceable, unique, and it can all be yours. And the fun part, the great part about all of this is that by buying this stuff from Star Trek, which we all love so much, you can get more of the kind of entertainment that Star Trek created with Space Command. So, and your favorite Star Trek stars are in Space Command, whether it's Nichelle Nichols, Robert Picardo, Ethan Phillips, Doug Jones. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. And it's just, you know, Armin Shimmerman. I mean, just these amazing, amazing actors who, you know, I love and you love, and we get to share them in Star Trek and now in Space Command. So don't wait. Definitely pledge as soon as possible. You'll really love this material. I promise you. You know, Star Trek is deep in my heart more than any other TV show, including The Twilight Zone. Star Trek is the reason I'm a writer today. And to get to know those writers, George Clayton Johnson, Richard Matheson, Dorothy Fontana, David Gerrold, Harlan Ellison, all the great writers, Theodore Sturgeon of the original show. And then I got to be a co-worker and friends with the younger generation of Star Trek writers, Brandon Braga, Ron Moore, Brian Fuller, you know, all these amazing, amazing talents, Melinda Snodgrass, and it just keeps going, you know, so great to be part of the Star Trek universe. I'm sure you are too, and but don't wait, don't hesitate, and thank you so much for helping us make Space Command what we all need, which is a hopeful vision of the future.